Okay, cool. All right, let's go for Sister Rayhana. All right, I'm going to start now. Bismillahi wa salatu wa salamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursaleen. Nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallama taslima kathira amma ba'du. Welcome, guys, to Ad-Daras al-Thani. Sorry, Sister Rayhana, just getting a little bit of feedback from you. That's better. Jazakillahu khaira. We're on lesson number 2 at Dars Thani from Medina, book 2. So what we're going to do, guys, we've already covered all of the grammar as it relates to Laysa. Now we're going to jump straight into the lesson. So, Akh Isam, I want you to be Hisham. And Sister Rayhana, I would like you to be Bilal. All right, and just alternate until you get to the bottom of the script, inshallah ta'ala. Bear in mind, guys, I want you to note this. The website that you're looking at that you're looking at the text on my screen, sometimes there's a few errors, so, like I can see one error right here where they haven't put a space between the word muhandis and jadid. So if you see little errors here and there, don't be too surprised, inshallah ta'ala. As you read, Akhi Isam and Ukhti Rayhana, I would like you to tarjim bil-Ingliziyya, please. Jazakumullahu or jazakuma Allahu khaira. Bismillah.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيف حالك يا أخي من الأخ؟
Again?
كيف حالك يا أخي من الأخ؟
Alright, did you say minal or did you say manil?
منل.
Oh, good. Manil akhu. What does that mean, sister? يعني كيف حالك يا أخي من الأخ. Okay, Sister Rehana, sure, you can read. I just read the message right now. You can read from your book if you want. Absolutely no problem.
Okay, great.
Okay, ما معنى من الأخ أو كيف حالك يا أخي من الأخ؟ ما معنى هذه الجملة؟
كيف حالك يا أخي means how are you my brother, and من الأخ with are you okay?
No, good effort. Very good effort. Man al-akhu means who is the brother? Who is the brother?
Who is the brother?
Aywa, man al-akhu means who is the brother. It's a polite way of saying, who am I speaking to? All right? Bismillah Isam.
Okay.
أنا مهندس جديد اسمي هشام. أنا من الولايات المتحدة. I'm an engineer. I'm a new engineer.
Good.
My name is Hisham, and I'm from the UAE.
Not UAE.
Actually, sorry, the US. Sorry. Yeah.
الولايات المتحدة. I believe that's United States. Yeah. United States. نعم. اقرأي يا ريحانة.
أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بك يا أخي. أنا مسرور باللقاء. أنا زميلك. اسمي بلال بن حامد. أمن واشنطن. أنت يا هاشم.
One more time, sister. Can you do أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بك يا أخي؟ نعم.
أهلا وسهلا مرحبا بك يا أخي. أنا مسرور.
ومرحبا.
ومرحبا.
أيوة.
بك يا أخي. أنا مسرور بلقائك.
Good.
أنا زميلك.
لا
أنا
زميلك.
أنا زميلك. اسمي بلال بن حامد.
Okay, good. Join it. Yeah, make sure you join it. عفوا أختي. Make sure you join it. اسمي بلال بن. اسمي بلال بن حامد.
اسمي بلال بن حامد.
Good.
أمن واشنطن. أنت يا هاشم.
Okay, you said, well, it sounded like you said anyway, Aman Washington. La, it's Amin. This is exactly the same exercise that we had before. Amin Washington Anta ya Hishamu. Okay, Isam, تفضل أخي.
لا أنا لست من واشنطن. إني من نيويورك.
Excellent, good. Sister.
مسلم أبوك يا هاشم.
ليس هاشم.
هشام.
أيوة. مسلم أبوك يا هشام. What does that mean, sister?
Is your father a Muslim?
Excellent. عصام.
لا هو ليس بمسلم.
Excellent. لا هو ليس بمسلم. ما معنى هذا؟
No, he's not a Muslim.
Okay. بلال.
أمك مسلمة هي?
All right. Try that
Is
one
your
more.
mother a Muslim?
All right. The translation was good, but the reading of the Arabic was incorrect. And remember, Ukhti, I want all of the vowel sounds on every single word, just for now, just until we get used to these, the i'rab. So try that one again.
أمك مسلمة هي?
Okay, Ukhti, you're saying أمك. أنت تقولين أمك. طيب. My question is, where is the two أو? Where are you getting that from? أو.
I don't know.
What? Okay, good. Keep going.
أمك
Good.
مسلمة هي?
مسلمة هي. مسلمة هي. So the question is, وأمك مسلمة هي? All right, it's like saying, and your mother, is she a Muslim? Like this, okay? You with me, sister Rehana?
Yeah.
Okay, أخ إيسام تفضل.
لا هي ليست بمسلمة. No, she's not a Muslim.
Good.
ألك أبناء يا هشام؟
ليس أبناء. ألك أبناء يا هشام؟ ألك أبناء.
ألك أبناء يا هشام؟
Good.
Do you have any sons?
Any sons? Good. Excellent.
نعم لستة أبناء.
Excellent, أخي. What does that mean?
Yes, I have 6 sons.
Good.
الطلاب هم?
One more time.
Are they students?
Good. Now look, guys. This is an example of a mistake. Look on my screen. It says طلاب هم, but in the book it should be طلاب هم. Are they students? Very good. Isam.
لا هم ليسوا بطلاب.
Good.
إن بعضهم تجار وبعضهم مهندسون.
Okay, أخي الكريم عصام, أنا أسألك سؤال. I'm going to ask you a question, yeah? I will أسألك, ask you سؤالا, a question. What did we say that in the role of inna wa akhawatuha is?
It makes the مبتدا منصوب and the خبر مرفوع.
Excellent. So you said inna بعضهم تجار وبعضهم مهندسون.
So I'm trying to figure out which one is the مبتدا after inna. Would it be بعضهم or would it be the تجار?
لا, it would be بعضهم إن بعضهم.
بعضهم. Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Repeat. Do it one more time though, correctly.
Okay. إن بعضهم تجار وبعضهم مهندسون.
Excellent. How would you translate that, أخي?
No, they're not students.
Good.
Indeed, some of them are merchants and some of them are engineers.
Engineers. Fantastic. Sister Rehana.
لك بنات.
Okay, one more time, sister, please.
لك بنات.
Okay, very, very
good.
good.
Do you have any daughters?
Good, but it's not binatun, it's banatun with a fatha above this letter right here, the ba. All right, and if you can, sister, try to say it a bit more smoothly. So instead of saying laka banatun, try to say alaka banatun like that.
Alaka banatun.
Excellent, sister. May Allah bless you.
نعم لي 5 بنات.
Fantastic. What does that mean, أخي?
Yes, I have 5 daughters.
Excellent. Rayhana?
متزوجات هن.
Again, one more
Are
time.
they married?
Very good translation, but read the Arabic one more time.
متزوجات هن.
Very, very good. Try to repeat after me. Say, أمتزوجات. أمتزوجات.
متزوجات
هن. Good.
هن.
Excellent. Are they married? Fantastic. Isam?
لا هن لسن بمتزوجات.
Good.
إنهن صغارا.
صغار.
إنهن صغار. بعضهن في المدرسة الابتدائية وبعضهن في المدرسة المتوسطة. متوسطة.
Excellent. All right, Akhi. Excellent. That's fantastic. Just translate it for me and I'll just correct a slight observation.
No, they're not married.
Good.
Indeed, they are young or
Good.
small.
Good. Yeah.
Some of them are in, is that elementary school?
I believe they would say, I mean, they do it slightly different to how probably you guys do it. Are you from Canada, Akhi?
No.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how you guys have it, but in the UK we have nursery, then we have reception, then we have like primary school, then secondary school, then college, then maybe sixth form, then university, right? So al-madrasa al-ibtidaiyya, I believe that's going to be elementary school, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Or primary school. Allah knows best for us. Continue though, Akhi.
Yeah. And some of them are in middle school.
Middle school, yeah. Jade. Yeah. All right. Now, when you read this part here, Akhi, innahunna sigharun, indeed they are small. Then when you got to this part, you said ba'dahunna fil madrasati.
I shouldn't have made it ba'dahunna.
Excellent. It should have been.
There was no inna before.
Exactly. So what should it have been?
بعضهن.
That's the one, my brother. That's the one. Keep going, أختي Rayhana.
ألك إخوة؟
Excellent. ألك إخوة. ألك إخوة. نعم.
لا ليس لي إخوة.
لا ليس لي إخوة.
Oh yeah. Wait. Aren't I like? I'm confused. I don't know why it's not.
Okay. Do you remember, guys, right? And this is for anybody that's tuned in, and you can feel free to answer in the comments thread. So I'm speaking to Aisha, Lu'ay, Shalisha, Farwan. Sorry, not Farwan. Farwa, my bad. I'm really sorry about that. And Abdullah and Rehan and Isam, feel free to just speak, right? Do you remember when we were covering, I believe it was in our last lesson, or perhaps it was when we was doing Inna wa Akhawatuha, we said that if the khabar is comprised of a jar or majroor, i.e. a preposition and then a pronoun or a noun that is in a state of jar, and the mubtada is nakira, indefinite, then it's permissible to put the khabaru inna or the khabaru laysa in front of the ismu inna or the ismu laysa. Let me know you're following what I'm saying so far, Akhi Isam.
Yeah, so usually the khabar is after the ism.
Exactly, Akhi. In the usual structure, if we had inna at the beginning, we're going to have ismu inna, then we're going to have khabaru inna. Whether khabaru inna is one word, or whether khabaru inna is a shibuhu jumla, or jumla ismi, or jumla fi'liya, it doesn't matter. All right, but we did say in the last lesson that it's permissible to swap the position of those two words around, meaning it's permissible to have the khabaru inna or the khabaru laysa in front of the ismu inna or the ismu laysa, but there was a condition, and that condition was if the what was previously known as the mubtada, all right, which will be the ism laysa or ism inna, that is nakira. All right, so when we look at this sentence that I've got translated on the screen, it says la, no, laysa li ikhwatun. Here the khabaru laysa is li. The asl of the, when I say the asl, the origin of the original sentence was laysa ikhwatun li. Laysa ikhwatun li. That's the original. But when we have the mubtada, what was previously known as the mubtada being nakira, indefinite, and the khabar is a shibhu jumla, yani jar wa majroor, then it's permissible to make that change. Does that make sense, Akh?
Yeah, it does.
Let me just quickly read what the people said in the group. The khabaru laysa is first in the sentence. Well done, Lu'ay. Khabaru can appear before. Well done, Zubair. But remember, Akhi, it can appear before with that condition that the ismu, in this case, laysa, is nakira. That's very, very important. Aisha says, yes, I remember. Walhamdulillah. Abdullah says, li, here can be considered a phrase. Yeah, of course, it's a phrase. Excellent, Akhi. Excellent. Shibhu jumla. Anytime you have a preposition plus ism majroor, all right, a noun that has become majroor because of the harfu jar, we have a shibhu jumla. It looks a bit strange because it just looks like one word here. You know, it's not as if we're looking at, fil bayti or min al masjidi. But we have to understand that the lam is harfu jar, and this ya right here, guys, is the ya al mutakallim, the ya for the one that is speaking. All right, guys? The ya for the one that is speaking. I hope that makes sense. Keep going, my brother.
Inna li thalatha akhawatin.
Thalatha akhawatin. And here, akhi, you can see this rule very, very clearly. The construction of this right here is exactly the same construction as this. We've got laysa here, right? And we've got inna here. Sorry, guys. And we've got inna here. Then straight after both of these particles, we've got jar wa majroor, shibhu jumla.
Yeah.
But as on my screen, we don't have the vowel sounds to double check. Look, are we reading it right or not? But look at this vowel sound here. Thalatha. Why does the word, this is a question to the group now. All right, in the group chat. Why does the word thalatha end in a fatha? Why didn't we say inna li thalathu akhawatin? Inna li thalathu akhawatin. What do you think, Akh Isam?
I'm thinking because of the inna, if I'm not mistaken.
So what would thalatha be in terms of, like, if you used to do a grammatical analysis of this sentence here? What position is the word thalatha occupying?
It would be the mubtada.
Okay, do we call it the mubtada though, akhi?
Oh, so ism inna?
Ism inna, akhi. Excellent. Yeah. Ism inna mu'akhar. All right, ism inna mu'akhar, meaning that it's the ism of inna that is mu'akhar. It's late. Yani late in the sentence, or I like to say delayed. Aina khabaru inna al-muqaddam hakada li.
Yeah. Okay.
MashaAllah, Farwa said mubtada mansub. Very good try, أختي Farwa. لكن لا نسميه مبتدا. لا نقول اسم إن منسوب. And that means we don't call it the mubtada. We say it is the ism inna mansub or ism inna al-mu'akhar mansuban wa alamat nasbihi al-fathatu al-zahiratu ala akhirihi. Aisha says because inna affects that word, is ism inna. Fantastic, أختي. Fantastic. Just a small observation, sister Aisha. When you write the word ism, make sure you write it with the hamza al-wasl walaysa hamza al-qat'i. طيب. So inna li thalatha akhawatin, I have 3 sisters. Bismillah ya ukhti Rayhana.
Muslimatun hunna.
Excellent. What does that mean, sister?
Are they Muslim?
Excellent. Are they Muslims? And we're speaking about the girls. All right, we're speaking about the girls. His 3 sisters. That's why we say a muslimatun walaysa a muslimuna. Naam.
نعم hunna muslimatun walhamdulillah.
Walhamdulillah. What does that mean, my brother?
Yes, they are Muslims, and praises due to God.
Hey, excellent, very good, guys. Before we just go into the questions, right, which I really want to get into, there's just a few things that I want to mention, if you don't mind, inshallah, tabaraka wa ta'ala. The first one is this here. It says, "Ana masrurun biliqa'ika." Ana masrurun biliqa'ika. I am pleased to meet you. You know what, guys? Just bear with me 1 second. Can you still see the screen that you was looking at before, or has it changed?
It's the same right now.
All right, bear with me 1
It's the same
second.
one.
Yeah, okay. Just I'm just trying to open up something for you. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Bismillah. Okay. Listen to. Oh gosh. All right, no worries, guys. No worries. I thought I had the text actually written up how I had it before. You know, when it's really nice and big on the screen, but I can't find it. Anyway, this sentence here, "Ana masrurun biliqa'ika," this is coming from Bilal. All right, as you can see his name here. So Bilal is saying, "I am masrur." Masrur, guys, for those of you that are writing it down, means happy or pleased. "Ana masrurun," I am happy or I am pleased. Now, if the person speaking was a female, let's say for example Farwa, she wanted to express this sentence, she wouldn't say "Ana masrurun." She would say "Ana masruratun," because she's a female. All right, "Ana masruratun." And then she would say, obviously, if she's speaking to a man, she would say "Biliqa'ika." But if she was speaking to a female, she would say what, guys? "Biliqa'iki." This kaf is the kaf of al-khitab. All right, the kaf of the person that you're speaking to. And we know that if it's a man or a male, we add a fatha at the end. And if it's a female, we add a kasra. Now, you see this letter here, it's a hamza. We call it al-hamzatu ala al-kursi. The hamza that is sitting on the kursi, right? I never forget a Saudi said that to me one time. Hamza ala al-kursi. Anyway, the vowel sound on this letter here is a kasra. Who knows why?
Because of the ba.
Excellent. Because of this letter here. It calls this letter to end, well done, Abdullah. It calls this letter to end in a kasra. Very good. Then when Bilal goes on to say, "Ana zamiluka," all right, "Ana zamiluka." Remember, this is a male speaking. If it was a female, she would say, "Ana zamilatuka." "Ana zamilatuka," or "tuki," depending on who she was speaking about. Now, this part of the sentence, guys, "Ismi Bilal ibn Hamidin." If you remember, on the PDF that I sent you guys and that we did last lesson, right at the bottom, I told you that when you have the word ibn in between two proper nouns, first one being Bilal, the second one being Hamid, then we do not write the Hamzatul Wasl on the word ibn. You guys remember me mentioning that?
Yeah.
Excellent. Good. Jade. Excellent. All right, moving on swiftly. The first time we see the usage of the laysa, which is as we all know, it's a fi'l naqis. All right, it's a weak verb. All right, it's a weak verb because of the middle letter in its normal form is a ya. But we learned in our last lesson that the moment we start to conjugate this verb laysa, and it conjugates like all other verbs conjugate. So when you want to express you did something in the past, we add, as you can see here, the ta with the dhamma above it. So ana lastu would obviously mean I am not. Huwa laysa, he is not. Anta lasta, you are not, singular masculine. Anti lasti, you are not, singular feminine. Wahakada. Ana lastu min Washington, I am not from Washington. Inni min I can't even pronounce that. New Yorker. Anyway, I'm from New York. Indeed, I am from New York. All right, moving on swiftly. Also, in our last lesson, guys, we learned that yes, laysa will come in front of a jumla ismiya, just like inna wa akhawatuha. But instead of making the mubtada mansub, it makes the mubtada marfu'. All right, and it becomes ismu laysa. The khabar becomes mansub, and that becomes khabaru laysa. However, there was an exception, and that exception was this: if the khabaru laysa is or has the ba harfu jar attached, then the sign of it being in a state of nasb is not going to be visible no more. Why? Due to the presence of the harfu jar ba. All right, guys. Do you remember some of you were asking me, is there any specific time that you would use the ba? I think it was you, Sister Shalisha, if I'm not mistaken. Is there any change in meaning? These are some of the fantastic questions that you guys were asking me last lesson. And the answer is no. It doesn't change the meaning. Whether he said laysa musliman or whether he said laysa bi muslimin, right? It's all the same. It means no, he is not a Muslim. All right, guys. I hope that makes sense, inshallah tabaraka wa ta'ala. And again, here we see exactly the same thing in this sentence. La hiya laysat bi muslimatin. La hiya laysat bi muslimatin. All right. Now you might say to me, well, in the word laysat, where is ismu laysa? And in the word laysa huna, where is ismu laysa? We know where khabaru laysa is in both of these examples, but where is the ismu laysa in both of these examples? What do you guys say? Anybody? Abdullah said it is implied in the word. Fantastic. Sister Shalisha said the pronoun. Sister Shalisha, are you talking about this pronoun right here and this one right here? Aisha said the attached pronoun. Where's the attached pronoun, my sister? Farwa says hidden. Zubair says implied. All right, I definitely want my sister Shalisha to let me know what pronoun she was referring to. Are you speaking about huwa and hiya? And also, Aisha, what did you mean by the attached pronoun? All right, okay, excellent. It is as Sister Farwa, as Akh Zubair, and as Al-Ukht Aisha just mentioned, that it is hidden inside the verb and implied inside this. When we say laysat, the meaning or the word here is hidden inside the verb laysat. It's understood and implied. So the ismu laysa here would be the pronoun here, which is muqaddar, yani implied or hidden. And just like the ismu laysa in this example will be huwa. Taqdiruhu huwa. It's implied inside the verb. This here isn't considered ism laysa. Ism laysa is going to definitely come after the particle. And here isn't ism laysa. The pronoun or the ism has to definitely come after it or hidden inside it. No, the pronoun at the end of laysa. If you're speaking about this one, sister, there's no pronoun, but the huwa is implied, as I mentioned. And also here, this ta with the sukoon, ta'nith, is a sign that the verb is feminine, but we say that the pronoun is hidden and implied inside the verb. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. Guys, so far, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, Mumtaz. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Great. Now, guys, if we just move down two more sentences, right? It says, sorry, one more. It says, Alaka abna'un ya Hisham. Do you have any sons, O Hisham? He says, Na'am li sittatu abna'in. Now, guys, in Medina Book 1, we covered how to count from numbers 1 through to 10. All right? And it's a very, very unique rule that I don't want to waste your time right now to go into it. If you've got Medina Book 1 or access to Medina Book 1. But what I will say in short is that when you're counting in from 1 to 10 in Arabic, right? Numbers 1 and 2, they have their own special way that we count. All right? Very, very unique way. But the moment we get to from 3 to 10, all right? The moment you count in 3, for example, 3 sons, 3 daughters, 4 sons, 4 daughters, all the way up to number 10, then what we do is, if the thing that you're counting, right? Let's say, for example, in this example here, abna'un. Abna'un is a plural of what, guys?
Son.
Son, all right? Son, excellent, which is ibn. Now, ibn in the singular form is masculine. Ibn in the singular form is masculine. So if the word that you're counting in the singular form is masculine, the number that you're going to use to count it has to be feminine. This is why we say sittatu with the ta al-marbuta at the end and not sittu. I'll give you another example. Let's say I wanted to count 6 houses. 6 houses. I'm going to tell you the answer and then I'm going to tell you how I got to that answer. I would say sittu. Okay, sorry. I would say bait is single. I would say sittatu buyutin. Sittatu buyutin. Why would I say sittatu buyutin? Because the word buyut is the plural of bait. Now I want to ask myself, what is the gender of the singular version of this noun? Because buyut, if we were looking at buyut, we would treat it as the singular feminine. For those of you that have covered that before. But I don't want to know the gender of the word buyut. I want to know what is the gender of the singular version of buyut. And who can tell me the version of bait in Arabic? Sorry, the gender of the noun bait in Arabic?
Masculine.
Masculine, mudhakkar. So now, because that's mudhakkar, the number has to be mu'annath. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
Mumtaz. Excellent. So Lee, I have sittatu abana'in. Jade. Then it asks, are they students? And then he goes on to say, la hum laysu bitullabin. Do you guys remember in the PDF form that we covered last lesson, this wow, that is the wow of al-jama'ah. That is the wow of the group. That is the pronoun right there. All right, that is the pronoun. They are not bitullabin. Inna ba'dahum tujjar. Some of them are businessmen and some of them are engineers. And then she goes on to say, he goes on to say, do you have any daughters? Alaka banatun. Now look at the number, guys. I want you to focus on this now. Look at the number and the gender of the number of the word khamsu. All right. He's saying, yes, I have 5 daughters. Now the word banat, obviously, is feminine. But we want to look at what is the singular version of banat. And the singular version of banat, as you all know, is bintun. Bintun, as you all know, is a feminine noun. So because the word bint is feminine, then the number that we use to count the bint or the banat has to be masculine. Does that make sense, ikhwani wa akhawati fillah? Yeah? Excellent. It would be incorrect to say, na'am li khamsatu banatin. That would be incorrect. Li khamsatu banatin. You can't make the number feminine as well as the thing that you're counting in the singular form is also feminine. And with that being said, the only other thing is the noon and niswa here. And the noon and niswa is used when we're speaking about, as you guys can see, hunna, they, for the plural feminine. That noon and niswa, it indicates 3 or more women. Hunna lasna bimutazawwijatin. They are not married. And other than that, guys, there is nothing more to add. I already broke this part down when we was going through this the hiwar initially. So, mashallah, I'm very, very happy. I feel pleased and content that you guys understand every single word. I know, guys, I can be a bit OTT with breaking down each and every single vowel sound. But like I've said to you so many times before, it's coming from a place of love. I want you guys to understand this grammar like the back of your hand. Learn this stuff like you're gonna teach it one day. You with me? You want to understand every single thing in this book. All right? And that was my promise to you guys. If you guys remember well, I said my promise to you, inshallah ta'ala, is that I'm going to ensure, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives me life to the best of my ability, I'm going to ensure that you guys understand every single letter, vowel sound in this book without exception, bi'idhni Rabbina Azza wa Jal. Like I've said, I prefer you breaking it down. I appreciate that, Abdullah. It helps to break it down this much. And yeah, this is what Maysoor is about, man. Breaking it down in a nice and easy method. So what we're going to do, guys, for the remainder of the lesson, right? We're going to try to complete all of the homework. Now, the exercises. Now, there are, in my book anyway, there are 8 in number. We're not going to do all of them. If like for the first one, there's only 3 questions. That's a minor. But as the questions start to get a little bit, more involved, for lack of a better expression, I'm only going to pick 1 or 2 from them, and then I'll say the rest for homework. All right, guys. If you don't mind, Akh Isam, I'm going to mute you and Sister Rayhana. Is that okay?
No problem.
Thanks very much for participating. Sister Farwa, would you like to join in now? Is that... Yep, I believe you said yes. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh, أختي Farwa.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
كيف حالك؟
الحمد لله.
بارك الله فيك. I'm just going to put it out there. أخ زبير, هل تريد أن تشاركنا? Do you want to يعني participate with us as well? Let me know. Aisha, Lu'ay, Shalisha, what are you guys saying today? Zubair says yes. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. أخي الكريم زبير, كيف حالك?
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله.
جيد, ممتاز. I'm assuming that the others haven't replied because they don't want to get involved. So no problem. Let's keep it moving. All right, Sister Farwa, I'm gonna get you to do the first تمرين الأول. أجب عن الأسئلة الآتية. Now the answer from the following questions. The answers to these questions are contingent on the dialogue that we just read above. Inshallah, okay?
من أين هشام؟
Excellent. من أين هشام? Where's he from?
هو من الولايات المتحدة.
Is that correct, guys? Excellent. Well done. As you guys can see here, Hisham says أنا من الولايات المتحدة. Excellent, sister. طيب السؤال الثاني, من أي مدينة هو؟ من أي مدينة هو؟
هو من نيويورك.
متأكدة؟ I mean, she said, nope, you're from New York. Excellent. Can you see the answer here, guys? Hisham says, لا, أنا لست من واشنطن, إني من نيويورك. It sounds like it in my book anyway. It says Niu with a kasra under the noon. Do you have the same thing in your book, Sister Farwa?
I have I have the kasra.
Kasra, okay. Can you answer, Aisha says, can you answer that with innahu? Excellent. Of course you can. Fantastic. That's a very, very good observation, said Aisha, because the way Sister Farwa answered this question, she basically quoted from the text, which is fine. However, it says, which Medina, which city is he from? It would have probably been better to say, innahu min New York. وهكذا. All right, guys. All right, next one. Sister Farwa. اقرأي.
كم أختا له؟
كم أختا له؟ وما هو الجواب أختي؟
I'm just trying to find it in the text.
I'll give you a clue, right? Look at the last. I'll give you like 5 lines in that the hiwar. I don't want to give you exactly where it is.
Oh yeah. So كم أختا له؟ إن له 3 أخوات.
Excellent. Very, very good, sister. Inna lahu. You could have said, if you wanted to, lahu bas. كم أختا له? How many sisters does he have? له 3. له 3. It would have been له 3 أخوات. But if you wanted to add inna, then you would say inna له 3 أخوات. Does that make sense? Can you guys see the difference between ثلاثة if we say inna and ثلاث without inna? You guys catch that? Speak to me, guys. Okay, excellent. Just to let you know, Sister Farwa and Akh Zubair, لا أسمعكما. I can't hear anything from you guys.
Oh yeah, we understood. I understood.
Jade.
Yeah, I understand.
ممتاز. All right, أخ زبير. Number 2. التمرين الثاني. It says ضع هذه العلامة صح. But you can just change that for a tick. All right. So place this sign, i.e. a tick, أمام الجمل الصحيحة, in front of the sentences that are correct. وهذه العلامة And this sign, i.e. the cross, as you can see here, أمام الجمل التي, in front of those sentences which ليست صحيحة. Guys, can you see how I said صحيحة? Who knows why I said صحيحة?
Because Laysa has made it mansub.
This is خبر ليس. خبر ليس. The word الجملة, all right, or الجمل is implied. يعني تقديره هي. All right, this is لا ليس التي. What do you mean, sorry, لؤي? What do you mean by التي? What are you speaking about? When we say in front of those sentences, which, i.e. these sentences, ليست صحيحة. ليست الجمل صحيحة. That's the meaning. Anyway, that doesn't matter. أخ زبير, read this and then tell me, is it صحيح or is it خطأ? That's all I want you to say.
Okay. هشام من واشنطن خطأ.
Excellent. والثاني?
أخواته مسلمات صحيح.
Good. الثالث?
بناته ليس بمتزوجات.
One more time, Habibi. You said بناته less. I thought you said less.
Yeah. بناته لسنا بمتزوجات, which is صحيح.
Good. Number 4. الرابع.
أبناؤه طلاب خطأ.
ممتاز. والخامس.
أمه ليست بمسلمات.
All right. Say that one more time, أخي الحبيب.
أمه ليست بمسلمات.
All right. Very, very good. The only thing, see this letter here? It sounds like you're prolonging it. So you're saying like the you're making the plural of this word as opposed to the singular.
طيب. أمه ليست بمسلمة.
Fantastic, أخي. And that means?
صحيح. Indeed. She doesn't have. Indeed, he doesn't have. Indeed, he is not Muslim.
Did he say that my mum's not a Muslim?
No.
a Muslim? Anyway, you're right. Excellent, أخي. Very good. نعم. والسادس?
أبوه مسلم.
Say that one more time, Habibi.
أبوه مسلم.
All right.
Muslim.
Excellent. Can you see on my screen there's a mistake? It just says Abu Muslim, which is obviously a mistake. Abuhu Muslimun. It should be Abuhu Muslimun. Yani his father is a Muslim. True or false?
خطأ.
That's خطأ. What is it? What's the ما هو الجواب أخي?
Is ليسوا where is it?
I got it on my screen for you.
Oh, so can I? Yeah. ليس هو لا هو ليس بمسلم.
بمسلم.
Yeah.
Excellent.
He's
Well
not
done.
Muslim. No.
ممتاز. Okay. أختي فروة. هل أنت موجودة؟
Yeah.
ممتاز.
Yes, I'm here.
ممتاز. Now it says تأمل ما يلي. Ponder over the following examples. All I want you to do, my sister, is read this side, right? And then read this. That's all I want you to do. And I only want you, translate. As you read, translate. I like the reading and translation, please.
Okay. Hamidun talibun. Hamid is a student.
Good.
Hamidun laysa bi talibin. Hamid is not a student.
Good.
At-tullabu sigarun.
Good.
The students are young.
Good. Or you could say small.
Small. Okay. At-tullabu laysu bi sigarin. The students are not small.
Good.
Aminatu tabibatu.
Good.
Amina is a doctor. Aminatu laysat bi tabibatin.
Good.
Amina is not a doctor.
Good.
Al-fatayatu mutazawwijatun.
Good.
The young ladies are married.
I would say the young girls. The young girls.
The young girls are married.
Good.
Al-fatayatu lasna bi mutazawwijatin. The young girls are not married.
Good.
Anta kabirun. You are big.
Okay, good. Okay, cool. That's cool. Keep going.
Anta, you are not big.
Good.
أنتم جدد.
Good.
You are all new.
Good.
أنتم لستم بجدد. You are not new.
Good.
أنت فقيرة. You are poor.
Good.
أنت لست بفقيرة.
Good.
You are not poor. أنتن مجتهدات. You all hard working.
Good.
أنتن لستن بمجتهدات. You are all not hard working.
Fantastic. Two more.
أنا مدرس. I am a teacher.
Good.
أنا لست بمدرس.
Good.
I am not a teacher. نحن طلاب. We are students.
Good.
نحن لسنا بطلاب. We are not students.
Very, very good, sister. Just a few things I wanted to bring to your attention, guys, right? Again, this is, I always say that Medina Book 2 is contingent on the things that we covered in Medina Book 1. Now, you've got words like talib. We all know the plural is tullab. Then you've got words like sigar, right? And sigar is the plural of saghir. Sigar is an adjective. In English, we do not have the plurals of adjectives. I would say a big boy, and then I would say big boys. A big girl, big girls. In all of those four examples, the common theme was the word big. It didn't change depending if I was speaking about one or more than one male or one or more than one female. It always remained as big, 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 big. But we know that if I was speaking about a big door, I would say al-bab kabirun. But if I was speaking about a big car, I would say as-sayyaratu kabiratun. All right, it changes depending on who or what you're speaking about. And likewise, when we jump to the plural now, we change saghir to sigar. It changes the pattern. All right. So you got some words when you change from the singular to the plural, it changes the whole pattern completely, whereby there's been some element of the word being broken. All right, whether that break happens at the middle, in the beginning, and you've taken a letter away and added a letter, whether that break happens in the middle of the word where you take the letter away, you add a letter, or sometimes it might happen in both places. However, when you have words like mutazawwijatun, all right, this means you're speaking about three or more females, we simply just add the alif and the ta at the end to make this plural. All right, we didn't have to do anything else to the word to make this type of a plural. All right, we go to words like judud. Judud is the plural of jadid. Judud is the plural of jadid. Again, here we can see that the ya that was between these two dals is gone. It's gone, guys. So be familiar with how we change a noun from the singular also to the plural. The last and final thing that I want to mention, if you look at all of these examples on the left, only the ones on the left hand side, guys, the Shaykh of the book, he's only given us examples where the khabar is jar wa majroor, i.e. shibhu jumla. He's only given us examples of these, the khabars being jar wa majroor. Because, I don't know why he's done that, but it would have been nice if there was a third column. Just imagine this, guys, a third column, and in that third column, he went on to speak about, for example, this sentence, we would say, Hamidun laysa taliban, at-tullabu laysu sigaran, with a fatha on these words. You guys following me?
Yeah.
Jazakumullahu khair. It looks like somebody's left. It looks like Isam's gone, and that's a shame. All right, not to worry. Now, between Farwa and Zubair, I'm going to get you guys to alternate right now, right? So I only want you guys to do the first 4 of these 7. The rest can be done for homework. So, Zubair, this exercise, number 4, it says, Adkhil laysa ala al-jumal al-atiya. It means, rewrite the following sentences, right? But place laysa in front of them. All right, so I want you to do number 1, then Sister Farwa, number 2, Zubair, number 3, Sister Farwa, number 4. Then we move on to number 5. So 5, 6, 7 in your own time. But
which form do you want it in? Do you want the shibatul jumla at the end, or do you want it in the normal form, such as, for example, I don't have to add the ba, or do you want to add the ba to it? Or do you want both ways?
It's totally up to you, Akhi, because as you know, both ways are permissible in the language.
No.
Yeah, so if you want to sometimes switch it and make the khabar mansoob, Or sometimes you want to add the ba harfu jar, then that's absolutely fine. But what I'm going to actually do is Sister Shalisha, I want to do something a bit different. Sister Shalisha, Sister Lu'ay, and Sister Aisha, I'm going to read number 5 to you guys now, and I'm going to assign each of you a one of the sentences to answer. So by the time these the 2 students now do number 4, you guys have the time to write your answer to number 5 in the comments, the group chat, because I understand you guys don't want to come online. Anyway, it says اقرأ المثالين. Read the 2 examples. I'm here, guys, right? اقرأ المثالين. Read the 2 examples. ثم أدخل ليس على الجمل الآتية. And then add laysa on the following sentences. So Sister Shalisha Lu'ay and Aisha, it says huwa tajirun. All right, there's a mistake here. There should be a gap. Huwa tajirun, he is a businessman. Huwa laysa bitajirin. He is not a businessman. You could have also said huwa laysa tajiran. All right. Then the next one says huwa minal yabani. He is from Japan. Then it says huwa laysa minal yabani. So here we can see that min al-yabani is khabaru laysa. It's occupying the place of khabaru laysa. So I'm going to assign Sister Shalisha, if you're still here, sentence number 1. All right. So if you can write that out in the comments thread with the correct vowel sounds in the right place, that'd be great. Sister Lu'ay, sentence number 2, ana ghaniyun. And Sister Aisha, sentence number 3, ana faqirun. And Abdullah, because your throat's hurting, you can do sentence number 4, hiya min al-Iraq. She said, I don't have the Arabic keyboard. No worries, write in transliteration so I can try and see if I can work out what you're saying. Anyway, let's go back to you, Akh Zubair, number 1. You're here.
الباب ليس مغلق أو الباب ليس بمغلق.
Okay, say that one more time.
الباب ليس بمغلق
Or
الباب ليس بمغلق. Oh, sorry, my fault. الباب ليس مغلقا.
مغلقا, fantastic. You said الباب ليس بمغلق, which is great. And then you said الباب ليس مغلقا, making the خبر ليس منصوب, and that's fantastic. You could have also said, bro, ليس الباب مغلقا or ليس الباب بمغلق.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
And is there any difference in the translation? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. طيب sorry, I keep saying فروة, بسم الله.
الماء بارد.
Good.
ليس الماء باردا or ليس الماء ببارد.
And what else could you say?
الماء ليس باردا or الماء ليس ببارد.
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you, sister. Okay, Akh Zubair, number 3, please, my brother.
هشام مريض.
Good.
And we can say هشام ليس بمريض.
Good.
أو هشام ليس مريضا.
Good. Or
ليس هشام مريضا.
did you say ليس هشام or mun?
ليس هشام مريضا.
Or ليس هشام بمريض. Fantastic. Lastly, Sister Farwa, Bismillah. أبي نائم.
أبي نائم. ليس أبي نائما or ليس أبي بنائم. Or
okay.
أبي ليس نائما or
Mashallah.
أبي ليس بنائم.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Excellent. Guys, in your own time, do the remaining sentences. I will say this, guys. I will say this. See this word here? Pay attention to it. All right? Pay attention to it. Medina Book 1, under the lesson al-mamnu'a al-asma' al-mamnu'a min as-sarf. All right? And there's a humongous clue right there at the end of the sentence. All right, Sister Shalisha, have you got the answer? Sister Lu'ay, do you have the answer? Akh Abdullah and Aisha, you guys have the answers for us? Wow, mashallah. Okay, all right, let's do this one at a time. All right, Sister Shalisa says, السيارة ليس بجميلة or السيارة جميلة or you said جميلة. Interesting. أخ زبير, أخت Farwa, what you guys saying? What do you think? Let's critique Sister Shalisha's answer. She said السيارة ليس بجميلة. What do you think? Is that صحيح?
No, because ليست should be ليست بجميلة.
Fantastic.
أو ليست جميلة.
Mashallah, she clocked it. She just said, yes, excellent. So you could say, sister, ليست السيارة بجميلة, or you could say ليست السيارة جميلة, or if you wanted to do it like you guys are doing it, السيارة ليست بجميلة or جميلة. But al-muhim, in any case, the most important thing is to change the word ليست to ليست. Why? Because we're speaking about a car. All right, then the next one was, I believe, Lu'ay. Lu'ay says, number 2, Ana lastu. She says, ghaniyan. Excellent. Or, I'm pretty sure that you also know you can say, bi ghaniyin. All right, bi ghaniyin. Fantastic. Jade, and then Abdullah, what are you saying, Akhi? Where's Abdullah? Did he answer? Yes, he says, ليست من العراقي. Excellent. ليست من العراقي. There's flexibility. You could say هي ليست من العراقي or ليست هي من There's so many flexibility. But guys, mashallah, you guys you understand it well. Last but not least is Aisha. She had number 3. أنت فقير. She says أنت لست بفقير or فقيرا. Excellent. Very good. I'm not too sure why you wrote it again a second time. I can't see the difference, but Jade, very, very good, sister, very, very good. All right, guys, let's move on to for homework, guys. Please finish from 5 all the way through to 11. All right, please, guys, ensure that you finish it. All right, Sister Farwa and Zubair, this will be the last one that we do together. Then I'll see if Isam and Sister Rayhana want to jump back online. Number 6, it says أجب عن الأسئلة الآتية. I did say Wednesdays is the day. So yeah, Wednesdays the homework, the day I set homework, and then the submission is the following Wednesday. That's what we agreed upon, right?
No.
Excellent.
Yeah.
طيب أجب عن الأسئلة الآتية بالنفي مستعملا ليس. It says answer from the following questions using the negation or the negative ليس. All right, as you know, ليس is for negating. So all I want to do is do number 1 and 2. That's all we're going to do for this one. So Sister Farwa, you can begin. Then Akh Zubair, you can do number 2. Bismillah.
Okay. مهندس أبوك لا ليس أبي مهندسا.
Excellent. Why did you sound like you were second guessing yourself, sister?
I was just trying to work it out.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. I mean, again, as you know, there's so many different variations that we can say in order to express the same thing. Abi, laysa, muhandisan, or bi muhandisin, or laysa abi, and then you got the other 2 variations that you can say bi muhandisin or muhandisan. Very, very good. Akh Zubair, Bismillah.
المدرسات
Again, one more time, Habibi.
المدرسة أمك.
Good.
So to negate that, I would say لا ليست بمدرسة.
ممتاز. ليست بمدرسة.
or مدرسة.
Excellent. Or if you wanted to, you could add the word or ummi more specifically in it. You could say لا ليست أمي بمدرسة or مدرسة tan. Excellent, guys. Homework, all the rest of them, 3 all the way through to 7. Now here it says يوجه المدرس إلى كل من الطلاب أسئلة يكون جوابها بالنفي ويرد عليها الطالب مستعملا لست. So basically here it says that the teacher, which is here المدرس, يوجه, يعني from وجه يوجه, the teacher directs. You know, basically I ask إلى كل من الطلاب. I ask all of the students أسئلة, questions. يكون جوابها, the answer to those questions from you guys, of course, بالنفي is going to be in the negative. ويرد عليها الطالب مستعملا, and the student, he replies, يرد, he or she for that matter, replies to الأسئلة, عليها الأسئلة, to these questions by the student, مستعملا, using لست. Alright, لست يعني I am not. I'm going to skip this one, guys. I'm going to skip this one because, you know, not everybody's joining in. I'm just going to ask you, Sister Farwan Zubair, just 2 questions. أمن أمريكا أنت يا أخ زبير؟
لست لست من أمريكا.
Excellent. خلاص هكذا هذا هو.
أنا من مانشستر.
ما شاء الله تبارك الله. أختي فروة متزوجة أنت؟
لا أنا لست بمتزوجة.
أخ زبير مريض أنت؟
لست مريض.
لست مريض؟
لست مريضا.
Excellent. لست مريضا. ما شاء الله. أختي فروة مهندسة أنت؟
لا لست
You still there, sister?
Yeah, sorry, your voice was cut off.
My bad. Try that again. مهندسة أنت؟
لا لست بمهندسة.
Fantastic. All right. Do you mind if I mute you guys, and I'm going to see if Sister Rayhana and Akh Isam's gone, so maybe yeah, I'll let Sister Rayhana because she's been. All right. Listen, if you have to go, sister, no worries. Shalisha, I'm literally going to stop now because it's number 8. It's the last and final one. But if you have to go, no worries. You can catch inshallah ta'ala what you miss on the when I upload the video by tomorrow inshallah ta'ala. All right, assalamu alaikum, sister Rayhana. Okay, all right, now we're on number 8 now, sister, and then we're going to inshallah ta'ala wrap it up. I only want you to do the first and second one. But anyway, it says اقرأ المثال, read the example, ثم أدخل إن على جمل الآتية, and then read the example, then rewrite the sentence, putting inna on the following sentences. Now, here in the first example, it says لي ثلاث أخوات. لي ثلاث أخوات. I have 3 sisters. Notice that the word ثلاث is in the masculine form. It doesn't say ثلاثة. It doesn't say ثلاثة. It says ثلاث. Why? Because the singular version of أخوات is أختٌ, which is a feminine noun. So then the number has to be the opposite. The asl of the sentence is يعني it says أصله ثلاث أخوات لي. That's the asl of the sentence. But as you can see here, the jar or majroor has come in front of the mubtada. So the khabar, which is jarun wa majroor, shibhu jumla, muqaddam, has come early. And the mubtada thalathu akhawatin is muakhar, is delayed. And you can see it here clearly that is the original sentence. However, when we add inna to this sentence, we now say inna li thalatha akhawatin. Sister Rayhana, notice the vowel sound on the end of the word thalatha changed from a fatha, from a dhamma to a fatha. One more time. Notice that the vowel sound on the end of thalatha changed from a dhamma to a fatha. Why? Because it is ism inna mu'akhar. This word here is ismu inna mu'akhar. Does that make sense, sister?
Yeah.
Excellent. So the asl of the sentence, as you can see here, wa asluhu. This should be hamzatul qat'i, just like this right here, by the way, guys. Anyway, wa asluhu inna thalatha akhawatin li. Indeed, I have 3 sisters. So if you could do this one for me, sister, and then this one, and then we'll go straight to al-kalimatul jadida, inshallah ta'ala. Bismillah.
إن في الفصل خمسة طلاب جدد.
Okay, one more time. Fil fasli.
في الفصل خمسة طلاب جدد.
Okay, jududin. There's two dhammas on that. Judu, excellent. So in the classroom, khamsatu tulabin jududin are 5 new students. One more time. Fil fasli, in the classroom, are khamsatu 5 tulabin students new. Jududin are 5 new students. Now, I want you to add inna onto this sentence, sister. All right. What are you going to say once you add inna onto this sentence?
إن الفصل خمسة طلاب جدد.
All right. Did you say inna fil fasla and make the word al fasl mansub with a fatha?
Yeah.
Okay. You see this letter here, the lam. The last vowel sound on this lam is going to be a kasra. Why? Because of this harful jar. This preposition. All right. And in Medina Book 1, Lesson 4, we learn 4 prepositions. Fi, min, ila, wa ala. Now, fi, meaning in, any time that this preposition comes in front of a noun, it's going to 100% of the time cause that noun to be majroor. All right. In the state of jar. Now, 9 times out of 10, the sign of that noun being majroor is a kasra. But there are sometimes exceptions to the rule. But this isn't an exception here. We would simply say fil fasli, all right, in the classroom.
Okay.
All right, but in fil fasli, I want to now know what is the vowel sound of the word khamsa. Khamsatu, khamsata, or khamsati? خمسة. Excellent. Why أختي? لماذا أختي?
Because of the inna.
اسم إن. Excellent. It's the اسم إن that is مؤخر. اسم إن that is مؤخر. Very good, sister. All right. Now let's do this one. لنا مدرس جيد. لنا يعني we have مدرس a teacher جيد. Good. We have a good teacher. I hope you have a good teacher. I would like to think I'm a good teacher. Anyway, Bismillah. How would you add inna into this sentence?
إن لنا مدرسا
مدري.
جيدا.
مدري.
مدرسا. إن لنا مدرسا جيد.
All right, this word here. How are you? I can't really clearly hear how you're pronouncing the end of this word. Jayyid.
جيد.
Jayyidun with a dhammatan.
Yeah.
All right, Sister Farwa. أختي ريحانة قالت إن لنا مدرسا جيد. هل جوابها صحيح? Is her answer correct? Sister Farwa, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. هل سمعتي ما أقول? Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I think it's correct. No, sorry. Jayyid is the na'at.
The na'at, excellent. So what would we say?
So we would say inna lana mudarrisan jayyidan.
Excellent. Guys, if you have the ability, right, go back to Medina Book 1, lesson number 9. All right, lesson number 9. If I'm not mistaken, I'm like 99.9 recurring % sure that it's lesson number 9. Go back to Medina Book 1, lesson number 9, and look up the rules as it relates to an-na'tu wal-man'ut or as-sifa wal-mawsuf. You can call it either. All right, and you would find that النعت يتبع المنعوت في أربعة أحالات. That the na'at, the adjective, in this case is جديد, يتبع, follows, المنعوت, the noun that's being described by the adjective. In this example, guys, as you can see on the screen, it's مدرس in 4 areas. All right, this word here that comes after this word's called the na'at, or it's called the sifa, the adjective. It follows this word in 4 areas. And I'm going to quickly zoom through them, but I can't give you no examples because time constraints. The first area that they coincide with each other is in al-jins, the gender. Mudarrisun, masculine. Jadidun, or jayyidun, is masculine. If this was feminine, then that would be feminine. All right. The second area that they coincide with each other, please guys, write down notes because it will definitely help you when you come to research this at a later date. The second area that there's conformity between these 2 words is in number, fil adad. Fil adad. When we say mudarrisun, we're speaking about 1 teacher. Now, when we say jayyidun, adjective, when we're speaking about the singular. All right. If we changed it to the plural now, if we change, for example, mudarris to mudarrisuna, all right, or it would actually be mudarrisina, but we'll cover that later, then the word jayyid would also have to change to the plural of jayyid, or whatever the plural of jayyid would be. The second thing is that they have to coincide with each other في التعريف والتنكير, in being definite or indefinite. In this case, mudarrisun, as you all know, is indefinite, is nakira, because of the tanween at the end of the word. So we have to have the tanween at the end of this word. All right, there's 3 areas that I've covered so far. The first one was in gender. The second one was in number, fil adad. The third one I just mentioned, fi ta'rifi wa tankir, in being ma'rifa or nakira. If we place the al at the beginning of mudarris to make it al mudarrisu, and we would by extension have to place al on the word al jadid to make it al jadidu. All right, or al jadida once we put in there in front of it. All right, guys, the last and the final area where there has to be conformity between these 2 words is in the i'rab, al-i'rab, the noun declension. So we can see whatever vowel sound you have on this word, you're going to have that same vowel sound here. Whether you have 2 kasras here, you're going to have 2 kasras there. If you have 1 kasra, you're going to have 1 kasra. 1 dhamma, 1 dhamma. 2 dhammas, 2 dhammas. 1 fatha, 1 fatha. 2 fathas, 2 fathas. Ikhwani wa akhawati, does that make sense? Please let me know. It's really, really important.
Yeah.
Mumtaz. I know that I've just given you quite a lot, but again, this is for, I'm assuming that, you know, the sheikh, shall I say, the sheikh in the book, he's assuming that as students, you already know this, you know? So that's the assumption moving forward. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry for babbling on so long. From 6 through to, or from 3 through to 6 is homework, guys. All right, so, I mean, I expect everything for homework, but you guys can do that in your own time, inshallah ta'ala. Let's just quickly go through al-kalimatul jadida. Sister Rayhana, do you mind reading them? And then I'll translate for you guys.
Liqa'un.
Liqa'un means meeting. Meeting. Naam. Next one.
Jayyidun.
Jayyidun means good. Next one, sister. By the way, guys, this jim is the abbreviation for jama', al-jama', meaning the plural. So this is the singular, then this is going to be the plural. Bismillah, sister.
Jaybun. Juyubun.
Excellent. Jaybun means pocket, juyub, pockets. All right. Jayb means pockets, juyub, pockets. Here.
Nahrun. Anharun.
Good. Nahar or nahrun, a river. Fantastic. Well, anhar is rivers. Notice, guys, that they spell anhar here with hamza al-wasl, which is it's a mistake. It should be spelled with hamza al-qat'i. All right, guys. Moving on to this one, my sister Rayhana.
Barakiyatun. Barakiyatun.
Good. Barakiyatun and barakiyatun. This here, guys, it means some type of postal, some type of telegram. They translate it as a telegram. That's it. They translate it as a telegram. Have you guys got telegram in your books? Long time since I've seen the translation of this word. Anyway, baraqiyatun. Aisha said, yeah, that's correct. So this is a telegram, singular, and this is telegrams, plural. All right, Sister Rehana.
Masrifun.
Masrifun.
Masarifun.
Good. Masrif is a bank. Masrif is a bank. Wa masarifu is obviously the plural of it, banks. Notice how the word masarifu ends only in one vowel sound, and that is because it's mamnu' min as-sarf on the pattern mafa'ilu. Any word on the pattern mafa'ilu or mafa'ilu is mamnu' min as-sarf. Last but not least, sister, can you read this one for me?
Markab al-Barid is a post office.
Indeed it is. I just read it one more time, but I want you to join the ba to the lam.
Maktab al-Baridun.
Not maktabal, maktabul.
Maktabul Baridu.
لا, maktabul baridi.
Maktabul Baridi.
The reason why it's maktabul baridi, sister, is because it's mudaf wa mudaf ilay. You remember that rule from lesson number 5, book 1, Medina book 1?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Mudaf wa mudaf ilay. And with that being said, guys, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you all. 2 lessons. It only took us 2 lessons to cover lesson number 2. But remember, it took us 4 lessons to cover lesson number 1. There was so much more grammar in the first lesson. But alhamdulillah, we're making some decent progress. A telegram. I don't, to be honest with you, I don't really know what a telegram is. Aisha said an ancient computer. Maybe so. That's like way over my head and before my time. And Allah knows best. Guys, thank you guys for being attentive today. Really enjoyed the lesson. I know it's getting, as time goes on, it gets a bit heavier. And, I started a bit late today, which was unfortunate. But you guys done fantastic. I'm really happy with your progress. Remember, we have a lesson on Friday. Sure, you can ask away. We have a lesson on Friday, but homework isn't due on Friday. Homework is going to be due the following Wednesday. And I travel on the 5th of August, guys. So whenever our last lesson is before the 5th, we will stop and then we will resume either whilst I'm on holiday or when I get back. If I'm able, like I mentioned last lesson, to get good internet connection and it makes sense to do so, then I'll be more than happy to do so, inshallah ta'ala. What is the best way to practice what we are learning and implement and speaking? Fantastic question. The best way to do it, sister, is, and I don't mean to to be facetious or anything like that, but the best way is to actually practice with somebody. So when you're speaking, try to use these words like laysa or inna or these kalimat that we're actually using. Try to not just limit yourself to Medina books. Like, I hope you don't mind me mentioning Aisha, but Aisha, she sometimes sends me work that is outside of what we're actually covering because she's doing her own independent studies. This will only aid and strengthen you in your work. Another thing which would be fantastic, if you guys hook up as well. We're all family at the end of the day. But if you guys can exchange, the guys, obviously, guys with the guys, girls with the girls, exchange contact and start trying to use the language on a daily basis. Instead of saying to somebody, assalamu alaikum, how you doing? Say assalamu alaikum, kayfa haluka, and stuff like that. All right, guys, that's the best way. The best way is strictly repetition. All right, you do something long enough, sister, you're going to get good at it. And if you do something long enough, you're going to be known for that particular thing. Hope that answers your question, inshallah ta'ala. Abdullah, I have a question. Is the homework all of the questions, or only the ones I would say all of them, akhi. I would definitely say all of them, because there's no guarantee that you will remember the answers that we covered in class. All right, hope that makes sense. If there is no one to practice with, if there's no one to practice with, then that's a mushkila. That's a problem. That would definitely be a problem. If you're able to find somebody, then that would be great. But if not, then yeah, it's definitely going to be a challenge. Aisha, I was told even if we don't have somebody else to practice with, we can go for our speaking to your reflection. I mean, yeah, I do that all the time, guys. I speak to myself all the time. So, you know, I would definitely concur with that thing there. But guys, I can see people just dropping out the group, so I'm assuming that people need to go now. I also need to make... Abdullah says, how about reading the Quran? 100%, akhi. 100%. 100%. That will more allow you to identify these rules, so more so than, you know, actually using them in daily speech. But it definitely will be beneficial, without a shadow of a doubt. All right, guys, if there's no more questions, we're going to wrap it up, inshallah ta'ala. How about reading... Okay, alhamdulillah, you said J. All right, guys. So, barakallahu feek, akhi Abdullah. Barakallahu feeki, ya Lu'ay. Thank you guys for attending and being patient. Wa feeki barakallah, Aisha. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت استغفرك وأتوب إليك. Assalamu alaikum, guys. I'll see you guys on Friday, inshallah.